For example, somebody in the PDP government has already told Nigerians that the Boko Haram are in the government. And then another one told us that the sponsor of Boko Haram is in the government.
Media Home. Media Home.
Well, to find out, I'm joined now in the studio by Mr. Ibrahim Abdul Karim himself. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, and thank you for having me.
First of all, tell us about the kind of support you gave President Buhari and the APC in the lead up to the election in 2015. I understand you helped them raise a lot of crowdfunding money.
I think it started even in 2003. I think that's the first time I have seen Buhari on the ballot paper. And by 2007, I believe that one of the things that's happened to him, why he missed that 2020 election, is that he allowed people to define him. So I went to the then TBO, they called them the Buhari organization. I met Hajia Abu Ali, Aisha, I think he's still in APC. And then I offered myself to design the first website for him. So we designed the first website, Buhari for Change, which he launched in 2007, just for us to showcase himself, so that if somebody say this is who you are, you have a way, because that's, I think, the norms in the world. So actually you have your own website where somebody can come and see actually who you are. So I think it started in 2007, and then in 2011 it happened that I joined the ICT group, and also I move around with him to 29 states. And I have seen all the crowd, and I've seen and I see the difference between the protest campaign and the normal campaign that the professor is talking about. And then we try to now create a system between that time and 20. But at that moment, he has already said he's not going to campaign again. But in my own thinking, I said, at the North, we're supposed to have something that can bring a block vote for us. So we started a program. I think we tried to see how we are going to organize our mosques, and organize our churches, and organize our marketplaces, organize our schools and students, and anywhere place that is learning places. So we went around to talk to a lot of ulamas and say that we can take advantage of the mosques we have. For example, in my area, in Kawe, in Kaduna, the population of yesterday, on Friday, mosques that we have got almost 20,000 people. That's equivalent to maybe all the rallies that we have seen people going on. So I said, we're supposed to take advantage of that, at least so that we can pull something that can support him by 2015. So when he came back, we have already reached a very long relationship with other faith-based organizations. We have done a pilot scheme for them, and we have done the scratch card for them that time, and they are doing mobilization on their funding for that. So it's make it very easy. We just took what we have for the faith-based organization and showed to him. I said, okay, this is a mosque. We have registered 9,380 mosques in 34 states. We have all the leadership of every mosque, and we have all the leadership at state level, at the world level, and the federal level. And this is what we're supposed to do. And we are donating 100 naira, like a tithe, as a Christian paying tithe. So we just showed to him. I said, this is what we are doing. So it's easier for us just to convert what we already have done, and we have tested, and it's already working with a faith-based organization to move it to his campaign. And he so much loved it, and he said that we should give us a go-ahead. And one of the things we did with the scratch card that time is that we tell people to send us the scratch card. So once you send us the scratch card, you send us with your poll unit number. So that poll unit number tell us where you are voting, and also give us your phone number, so that we can keep on doing the communication with you. And also because we personalize the what do you call it, the reply. That's when we receive your 100 naira, as is Buhari that is talking to you. So a lot of people feel that this is a medium for them to communicate. They feel involved. And then we use the social engineering aspect of the project, and also we wanted to keep the project. That's where I fall out with the system, because we wanted to keep the project after the election, so that it will help to guide the system towards the new Nigeria that we thought of. Because at that moment, everybody believed that once we rally around General Mahmoud Buhari at that moment, we can get somebody that can ask answer some questions that we had, that we are asking towards the PDP. For example, somebody in the PDP government has already told Nigerians that the Boko Haram are in the government. And then another one told us that the sponsor of Boko Haram is in the government. Then we have another information that there was $16 billion spent on electricity that is not giving us anything. It's not giving us light. And we have a problem with the refineries not working. We have a problem of subsidy. And this is why everybody comes together in 2015 to make sure that at least we remove the PDP and install another new government. That's the basics. Right. And that's why all the young people are excited. We think that that's the end of our strike. We are not going to go on strike again. We think that is going to be at the end of darkness. We are going to have all these things that we needed. So if I fast track from there to today.
Yes. So let me then ask you this. And if you could be a little bit brief in your answer, what is it then about the APC that turned you away from the party, Buhari and so on, after all the support that you gave him and the APC in 2015?
I think there is no commensurate, let's say...
basically, they haven't delivered.
Not that haven't delivered.
Right.
They didn't give Nigerians what Nigerians gave to them. For example, every lady that you love, what she wants is for you to love her back. So we so much love ABC. We so much give everybody do everything he can to make sure that. But there is no that reciprocation. There is no that looking at with that empathy to look at us that we are together in this. We are going to solve it. So they now move themselves and they feel that they are there and we are here. So the collective system that we wanted to push together is now going only to them. And also the core people that work tirelessly for Buhari to become president, the problem happened is that they were being sidelined out of the system. And nobody even listened to them. Some of them, they don't even need a job. They don't even need a contract. They don't need, what they just needed is for the government to listen to them and tell them, this is how we feel it. And this is how we feel you are treating us. Please treat us well so that at least we can take Nigeria from where it was to where we want to be. But a lot of shelving, a lot of pushing, a lot of trying to just talk to themselves, only them, and also they don't know the know-how for them to do it. And they are not asking other people to help them. I think that's what creates.
So you felt sidelined, basically.
Not only sidelined, we felt that we have brought in a lot of goodwill from people, and those people are looking up to us, and then we have nothing to tell them.
And those people were disappointed, basically.
Everybody was disappointed.
So looking at Mr. Obi's campaign and at his movement, what message does he convey to supporters like yourself that has brought you now to become an obedient?
Yeah, actually, you know, if you tested protest campaign, if you're part of a system where you have the joy to remove an incumbent president because he's not doing the right thing, you understand? You still have that, they say the activist is always an activist, you understand? So you always feel it within yourself, there's something that you can do better. So in trying to do that, I think the movement it's not only for us. What we see is that everybody that can feel the impulse in the country, right from the answers and other things that are happening, he knows that young Nigerians are going to rally behind something. This one is clear. By 2019, by 2020, after the COVID-19 and the holding of the COVID-19 palliatives, everybody knows that these young Nigerians are not comfortable with the existing structure and the status quo. Definitely they are going to hide behind somebody to express their anger and also create the new Nigeria they want to do.
But that's you. You're an individual, but you're originally, although you live in Kaduna, you're originally from Sokoto State, which is in the far north. I mean, how well known is Peter Obi there? And what are his chances of getting a good number of votes from places like Sokoto State?
Because everybody is angry. The product is not just the Peter Obi knowing Peter Obi. It's a movement. It's a movement of people that are not comfortable with the system. People that are angry. What Peter Obi is just doing to us is that he's harnessing, cultivating, gathering all the anger. For example, if you are angry in Sokoto, what makes you angry in Sokoto is different from what makes somebody angry in Bayelsa, what makes somebody angry in the southeast. For example, in Sokoto, bandits are going rampaging houses, raping people. In Kebbi State, for example, I know of ladies in Yawuri school, I think they are still in captivity. They have been married out. you can see the pains from the parent, what they are feeling, you understand, among, and all the people that pay ransom. Some sell their houses. Today, as I talk to you, throughout that, what they call it, rainy season, they can't go to their farms. Some their villages has already been sacked. Like, for example, if I am from Zamfara, for example, I have a village that I call This Is My Village. But in the next year, in some years to come, somebody will ask me, and I have to refer him that place that you have seen, that is now a ghost place, used to be my house. And it happens this way during what? During this social government. You understand? It's not a very good record for APC in years to come.
Yeah,
so that's why
but it's not just the APC that's in the running. I mean, you've got the APC. Obviously, you already discounted the PDP.
Of course.
But you've got the NNPP as well as Labour. How would you assess Mr. Obi's strengths? That is what is attracting you to him?
What was attracting me is that Nigeria is what we call like a union. You understand? For example, I am from the northern part of the country. It's allowed for us to marry 4 wives. If you marry 4 wives, it's your choice. So once you put them, you have to be just in all the 4, because that's what the government, that's what the Islam said. If you just to only 1, and the other 3 are going to give you serious problem. If you take the 3 and neglect 1, she's going to give you serious problem. So if we agree that all the geopolitical zones in Nigeria are part of Nigeria, we represent in the National Assembly, then they must be treated almost equally. And also, if he wants to move a country forward, a country like Nigeria that is well blessed with mineral resources, you have a good weather, we have the best brains in the world, you understand? What only God asks us to do is how can we forgive ourselves and unite ourselves. If anything that comes in between us is the hate, the lack of trust, and also the things that are affecting almost everybody. But the system is not working for the rich. It's not working for the poor. It's not working for anybody. Everybody knows that we're supposed to be far, far ahead of where we are today. And also because of this politicking, these people feel like they just want to rule. I think that's why we feel they're not giving us the requisite leadership that us, the young people, believe. And also the kind of guys that are in my own mid, I'm 40 now, above 40, and also that 50 to 40, for example, they feel like this is our last chance. If we couldn't get this thing right, we can control the next generation under us, while these old people are not going to be around where we can cater for them. And then we are going to have division, and we are going to receive maybe another civil war, which we are not happy and we don't want to take it. So what we said is that we are calling ourselves with all the anger and all the things that we feel about all the locations that we have. Come together. You have a problem. We have a chance to do this together. That's why we created a platform and we created a system that will help us to do that. We have our Obi.support, where we put up what is called the town hall application. Our town hall application, what we normally want to do is that we want to hybrid offline, online mobilization and canvassing. What we need to do at that particular is that we create 176 polling units. Now we just entered the 220 that already existed by the INEC. We are waiting for them to give them the remaining 50 something so that we can add on to it. So you can go and register yourself. Immediately you register, you sign up. You see yourself live in your polling unit. If there is another person that signed, you see yourself 2 of you. It's your town hall. You discuss about that issue. You discuss about your list. You go around to talk to other people that are around you to see if you can bring them on board for them to stay. And also to talk around the system and how you want to do it. You can come out from that ward level or polling unit and go back to your ward level. And you see yourself around your ward level. You can go to your local government and you see yourself around and you see the leadership. And up to the national level where you see the DG, you see all the campaign, everything you want to do. Actually, we're just hybriding offline, online canvassing system. So in trying to do what we are trying to do in www.obi.support, if you go there, you go down, you see where the town hall is. So from the town hall, what we intend to do is that we even do simulation of election. We do transfer of result on our own to test what the INEC is even testing. Because this is the generation that we are. We are tech people, you understand? And we have to use the tech to see how we are going to make sure that at least we win. So we know where we are having deficit. We know where we need more people. We know where we need more canvassing. Right. And also we keep talking. The idea is that we are not going to waste our time the way they want us to waste our time to be talking about abusing each other and things like that. So our comment is that to make sure that at least as we said we are obedient, let us also be obedient.
Okay.
And also to make use of the way we wanted to make use of the other platform we designed in 2015. We want it to be immediately after the election. If we win, before we even win, we start sending documents. Even for now, people are already creating documents that will assist the government in trying to create the new Nigeria that we want to see. But after the election, we will even help Mr. Peter Obi to select good Nigerians all over the country and people that help us when we are doing our cause, because I believe this is the cause for the young Nigerians. So we're going to look at all those people that help us. Knowingly, we are seeing them or we are not seeing them, or from the back end,
Right.
they assisted us. So that we said, okay, these are the people you need to help you to move the nation forward.
Right. Okay.
These are good people, and we know them. There is no any place. In primary school, you know the good people in your class.
Right.
In
Okay.
secondary school, you know
Well,
them.
I'm going to have to jump in there. I really apologize. I can see you're very enthusiastic, and I suppose for the Obi Dati campaign, that's a very good sign. But clearly, he hasn't won the election yet, so we'll have to see if he actually does. But I want to thank you very much indeed, Ibrahim Abdul Karim. He is an ICT strategist from Sokoto State who used to support the APC and Buhari, but is now supporting the Labour Party and Peter Obi Dati. Thank you very much indeed.
Media Home. Media Home.